Alright, so today I'm going to show you the 3 best biceps building exercises according to the latest science. Did your favourite one make it? And then I'm going to show you my personal top 3 exercises that I like to use when I'm doing PT sessions over at Powerhouse Gym. So today you're going to get tons of options that you can add to your own arm training routine. Hope you enjoy.
Don't want no part of this, none of the above. Don't want no part of this, none of the above.
Alright, so when it comes to training biceps, we've got tons of options. Which ones are best? Which ones should you focus on if you want to add more size to your arms in a hurry? We're going to look at the results of a really interesting study which was published, which charted the muscle activation in each head of the biceps during the 8 most popular moves that people like to perform to determine which one gives you the most bang for your buck. And today I'm going to show you the top 3. Alright, so before we get stuck into the findings of this study, what I want you to do is, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We're nearly at 20,000 subscribers, which is pretty surreal. So get subscribed to the channel, help us reach that magic 20k mark. While you're down there, leave a like and drop a comment. Let me know what your favourite biceps exercise is and why, and whether you think it's going to make it on the list. Alright, so let's get stuck into this study. Now, I can reveal that it's not barbell curls. Shock horror. I do still like them, still a good biceps exercise, but they didn't win. Because what they noticed is other muscles were coming in on a few of these exercises actually. The anterior deltoids were coming in and the forearms were coming in to take the load off the biceps. The winner is going to surprise you. So let's get stuck in. The top 3 were as follows. Concentration curls. It's worth pointing out that these were miles out in front. The single best exercise for activating the biceps. And they thought that one of the reasons why the anterior deltoids and the forearms weren't getting involved as much is because you can really rest it against your knee. Stops it from swaying side to side, just allows you to focus on the biceps a hell of a lot more. So concentration curls, they were far and away number 1. Number 2, good old fashioned cable curls. Just try to avoid the common mistake on this one is to like swing the weight up, get your elbows forward like that. If you're going to do it right, I say. Keep your elbows into the side, put one foot back, just for balance. Keep it nice and tight to your body and just control the negative as much as you can. So these came number 2, and again, it's largely to do with the amount of isolation involved in the lift. You're probably wondering what number 3 is. Did your favourite make the list? Number 3, chin-ups. Of course, it's one of the harder exercises. You could substitute that if you wanted for an inverted row with an underhand grip, but you lose some of the muscle activation benefits as well. So yeah, chin-ups number 3. Okay, so that's the top 3. Like I say, I'll put a blog post on going through all of them so you can have a look and see where your favourites landed. What we're going to do for the rest of the video, I'm going to show you 3 of my favourite biceps building moves. Probably the most popular workouts on my website are arm workouts, so hopefully you enjoy these 3. These are ones that I'm using in the gym at the moment with PT clients, and they always seem to get the best results. So let's get stuck in. So number 1 for me is heavy negatives with an EZ bar. Okay, so you want to load the bar up slightly heavier than you'd normally go for 8 reps. Here's one I made earlier. We really want to focus on that negative phase, the lowering phase, okay? Sometimes I like to take 5-6 seconds to get back down to the bottom. Just make sure you go all the way down. Negative training, You don't need to use it all the time, right? But when you do, it's fantastic for quick gains in size and strength. And certainly, it's an aspect of training that's helped me a lot with my arm development and a lot of my clients as well. It just works. So it's all about that lowering phase. Towards the end of your set, if you're going for usually I go for between 6 and 8 reps. By rep number 5, usually you're going to need some assistance because the weight's heavier, remember, than you'd normally go. So you're either going to have a training partner just help you get the weight up, or if you don't have one, you might have to cheat a little bit to get the weight up. So when I'm in the rack here, I don't have a partner, it's just me. So I'll show you what I mean. You see that little kick I did? Just to get the the barbell up. And then focus on the negative. And you see the pump that you get in your biceps from doing that. I mean, that's only, what, 5-6 reps? Feeling that already. And if I was to throw in 3 sets with that exercise, whenever a client wants to develop their arms fast, that's the go-to technique that I will incorporate straight away, and then we'll move on to the next 2 that you're going to see as well. Number 2, standard concentration curls. You just saw me doing the seated version of this exercise. Main difference is you have to work a lot harder to control this one, so you want to get that straight line, let the weight hang down. So you start each rep from a dead stop, curl it all the way up and just squeeze the life out of your biceps at the top. Not having something to lean against, it stops you from cheating. Okay, so what you see a lot when people are on the bench against the knees, imagine on the bench here, they'll lean and get the weight up and they'll use their knees and they'll sort of lean backwards, and you can't do that if you take your knee out of the equation and the bench out of the equation. Alright, so number 3, one of my favourites. This is called a growth factor curl. You'll see this in a few of my website workouts. What we're doing here is basically a partial dumbbell biceps curl. You've noticed that I've took the bottom half of the rep out. When I get to the bottom, see that resting arm? I'm keeping it just below 90 degrees and I'm performing a rep on the other side. What this does is it removes my forearm from the exercises. It allows us to just focus on hitting the biceps and the biceps alone. The hard bit, believe it or not guys, is holding it there while you do the other rep, and then as you curl it up, just squeeze it as hard as you can, even on the way down. With this one, it's a great exercise to do towards the end of your workout. You get a really good pump using that one. It's all about that slow and controlled, one arm at a time. That's one of my favorites, and that's one that clients always want to come back in the gym when we do that one. Alright, so there you have it. The 3 best biceps building exercises according to the latest science, and then the 3 that I like to use with my clients as well. Take your pick. There's 6 things you can add to your arm routine. It's bound to be one of them that you may try. Let me know how you get on with the comments. In the comments, too many reps. And drop a like on the video, get subscribed to the channel. We're nearly at 20k. Help us get to 20k guys. Cheers. See you next time. Bye bye.